Hi, Teddy Smith, how are you?
Teddy, Lee Shapiro. How are you?
Hey, Don.
Teddy.
Good. How you doing?
Good. Jimmy Ryan, nice to meet you.
Teddy.
Hey, Teddy, how are you?
How you doing?
Barbara Cook.
Lee Shapiro.
People.
Dan Sullivan here.
Nice to meet you.
Guys, you know, very interesting, huh? How do you like the live effect? Great.
That is some original.
Excellent. Wow. There's like a real audience in here.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, we get a live audience.
The hair and the glasses and the nose comes off all in one piece.
We put them all in here.
We get 300-400 people in here.
Have you sing with Barbara Harris from the Columbus Kitchen?
telling you.
There you go.
This guy sounds
Bob,
like
why don't you come in and join me in here? You want to come on in?
I don't recall.
What song are we going to sing live to start with? What song are we going to sing?
The original verse of the chorus.
Good. Anyone do another one after that?
Not particularly.
You're going to sing live. We're going to pull these mics up.
Okay. What's this Jamoke done singing about the West? Get a lot of pictures.
Camera, walk around.
Jamoke.
Camera on there.
Use this little microphone.
Okay. 50 seconds.
It's him.
You do like that. You see that? The three microphones over there. Sure. Pull them up.
If you want us to, we can all huddle around one.
Yeah, if you want to see how it sounds. Teddy, they're going to hover around microphone 4, Teddy. Some pretty good. What key is this in? C or D? Huddle around microphone 4. 4? Wait, put it on.
You come down with us.
I'll see how the sound is. Fine. You and I should not be on the same mic.
Here it is, Teddy Smith, live radio with Barbara Harris. It's great to stretch here in the studio as we're doing it. We do everything that we possibly can because we've recreated the AM radio dial, as Bob would tell you. He'll attest to that fact. And I want to let you know that Don Cicconi's here from the Hitmen, and also Jerry Polchi from the Four Seasons, also Lee Shapiro, Barbara Harris from Lovers Concerto, the Toys. And it's a pleasure to have you in the studio here with Channel 11 and Jim Petrecca, Bob O'Brien, and all the great guests here, just like the Ed Sullivan, Joe Franklin program. We do it here live. It's different, as you can see, than every other probably radio program. But that's what makes Teddy Smith and Bob O'Brien different. What do you think, Bob?
Absolutely.
So what silence is golden? I know it's golden. Why don't we sing that on whenever you guys want to start?
Are these mics open, all of them right
Yeah,
here?
we're going to roll on them all.
They're all, let's
four
just do
mics
it
are
and see
now
what
on.
happens.
Here we go.
2, 3, 4.
Oh, don't it hurt deep inside to see someone do something to her? Oh, don't it pain to see someone cry? Oh, especially when someone is hurt. Silence is golden. Ooh, I still see. Silence is golden, golden. Ooh, but my eyes still see. But my eyes still see. But my eyes still see.
Barbara Harris and the Hitmen.
I heard you singing, girlfriend. I heard you
So I'm
singing.
glad you're here, Lee, with everyone. You came down here tonight to
My
be part
pleasure.
of
Yeah, they're all
the
first
Rock and Roll Oldies program of New York and around the world. What do you like most about what you're doing these days as opposed to what you did before? Anything different?
Yeah, the difference is that being at this age as opposed to 19 and 20 and 21,
You still look young. I mean.
Yes, well, you need glasses, but other but the bottom line is that Frankie Valli gave me and Don, after his Critters stint, and Jerry a chance to travel the world and sing, and now we're doing it again, sharing probably the biggest success of our youth at this stage of our life as a gas. We're fortunate to also have added Larry Gates, who was with Carole King and Bon Jovi, and
How are you,
Baby
Larry?
Snow.
I'm pretty good.
And Jimmy Ryan.
Great to see you. I'm glad you came down here tonight. It wouldn't be the same without you. You know that.
I appreciate
Absolutely.
that.
That's how we
Appreciate
feel.
that.
And Jimmy Ryan, who was
Jimmy.
with Carly
Pleasure.
Simon and Cat Stevens and Jim Croce and on and on and on. And
the Critters.
And the Critters.
By the way,
Original
by the way,
Critter.
What was it like working with Cat Stevens?
It was great. I mean, I was a huge fan of his going into it, and then I got the gig with Carly Simon. Lo and behold, our first gig we opened for Cat Stevens, so we got to know him pretty well and hung out and everything like that. And then down the road a little bit, I got a call from him since we shared the same producer, which was Paul Samuel Smith. And he says, "I'm doing another album. You want to play?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm available."
It must have been
I can
great
do that.
working with Don Ciccone and.
Terrible.
They were
terrible.
So what some people don't know is that these guys, first of all, before we get to their history, we also have our newest hitman, Russell Velasquez,
Hey, Russell.
who has been with Sting and Luther Vandross and Ramones and just everybody who ever made a record.
LL
He's done-
Cool J?
LL Cool J. He's worked with them. But Jimmy and Don were in Villanova,
Yeah, Villanova College
roommates, and they formed what group?
The Critters.
Well, it'd be great to have all of you, Sting and the whole works, come down here.
They're here. The whole here.
Have you on 10 stations at the same time.
We have them in the
right,
green
Bob?
room.
Yeah, in the green room, that's right. And Mr. Jerry Polchi.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to see you here tonight.
Glad to be here tonight.
Playing all your great music. And
Yeah, I noticed some of those. I don't recall all of them, but I definitely.
I think Jim Petrecca is over here. I want to thank him and Bob O'Brien for setting all of this up, and Jeff and Gina Petrecca. Barbara Harris here joining you.
Yeah.
Any particular, I know we have cut number 1 all set in Channel 11. I want to thank Mr. Bill Carey for this moment, the news director over at Channel 11, WPIX Television, who sent a wonderful crew and the wonderful people over here. Also, our live studio. It's great to have a live studio since a lot of radio stations these days are all voice tracks. So and of course, I'm part of that program too, but I like to be here doing this stuff live because it's just good radio. I mean, I think it's good radio, just like the way Ed Sullivan or Joe Frank, Johnny Carson used to do it on television, and also on radio as well. I know Bob O'Brien had something he wanted to tell the audience about tonight, I'm sure, with all these great guys here, great women and men.
First of all, it's a pleasure to have each and every one of you. We play your music all night on the All Request program, and I know our audience loves it. They live for it. Thank you.
We're thrilled that you played it. Thank
Happy to
you.
be here.
Rather than putting on CD1, did you want to do one more live one for us? Anything you want to do? Or rather than go to the CD? What do you think?
Marianne?
That's why we
No,
call
let's
it a
do
live
Loves You.
show.
We'll do a quick-
Because you can do whatever you
We'll do a
want.
little bit of Who Loves You. How's that?
right.
You got-
Who Loves You?
Give me a G.
From the Four Seasons, 1970s music at WPAT Teddy Smith with Bob O'Brien.
Who loves you, pretty baby? Who's gonna help you through the night? Who loves you, pretty mama? Who's always there to make it right? Who loves you?
Who loves you, pretty baby? Who's gonna love you, mama?
Who loves you?
Who loves you, pretty baby, baby?
There you go. So let's go. Sounds like the record, don't it?
This is no good.
It was like right around 1975, I think, right?
Exactly right. That was the first one. That was the
I
first one
remember
that came
Dan
back.
Ingram, Bruce Morrow, Ron Lundy, Harry Harrison, George Michael,
Wow.
Chuck Leonard, may rest in peace,
God,
Danny
yeah.
Stiles,
Great
and
names,
Joe
great names of
Franklin, and
radio.
all the great people from WABC played that song over and over again, and I did listen to it on an AM transistor radio.
Yeah.
So, tell us where you're going now, what you're doing now, where you'd like to go in the near future, or any places that you're appearing, or anything about your website you'd like to share with us.
Oh, well, that's very nice of you to lead us in like that. The website
I
is
tried.
www.thehitmenlive.com, and we like people to go to Facebook, which would be facebook.com/thehitmenlive, and like us and join our following. We're playing, we're doing a tour of Florida in February. Tomorrow we're in APAP, which is the convention for all the talent buyers, and we're doing 4 showcases there on Saturday and Sunday.
I like that
Tuesday.
gig you're doing in Florida. Where is that?
The gig in Florida is cool. We're doing Palm Beach, which is actually outside of there is Lake Worth, the
When is
Duncan
that?
Theater. That's going to be on February 10th
Bob, you want to fly down to Florida?
I'm ready.
Well,
There you go. We're going.
he's going to have to watch from backstage because fortunately we're sold out.
Sold out. Well, we can sneak us in with the microphone. We can
Absolutely.
broadcast live there.
You're
can't we?
invited. You're invited
thank you.
anytime,
Very kind
any
of
show.
you. Anything else you'd like to tell us about your career, your life, the new gentleman in your group, or anything else that we should know about you?
The one most important thing is that this is a band of guys whose friendships, mine and Larry's, mine and Jerry's, Don and Jim, the friendships go back as much as 50 years. And we are having a blast. We live in the past.
As a blast in the past, it's also like a treasure, like a moment, like in history, like being right here. All of you together is just fabulous. Great energy, great spirit in here. It's just wonderful.
Well, and
On stage, it's like a party.
it really is. We're thrilled to be doing it. We're having a blast.
Well, this is like the Teddy Smith Bob O'Brien party. We're going to play another one of your songs right now. I'm getting the word to hit cut number 1. Listen to this, folks. WPAT, Teddy Smith and Bob O'Brien. Playing your favorite rock and roll, favorite oldies of all time. I know all radio stations say of all time. Of today's time, yesterday's time, and every kind of time. Right here. Way back! But you want to sing along with it? Over the mic?
That's Jim Ryan.
Along with the mic.
Get away!
Live on CD. How about that? MP3.
Are we singing? So in love with
Me, I played around like I was free, baby.
I needed to. Oh, how I
Cried over losing you.
And there goes the
See me
CD.
down and out, and I ain't about to go living my life without you.
'Cause every day
I made you cry.
I'm paying girl.
Till the day that I die, I keep working my way back to you, babe, with a burning love inside.
Yeah, I'm
Working my way back to you, babe, and the happiness that died.
let it get away. Paying every day. I'm checking her and
Is it real or is it Memorex?
Well, now we're going to try to play the studio version now. Here it is, the 4 Seasons on WPAT. Yeah, folks.
the Ford seat.
It's a Hitmen, ladies and gentlemen.
Hitman.
Yeah, oops. Formerly of.
Hitman. We're getting hit right now for that.
You guys could just sit down now.
Need some water?
Are we done?
No, you're gonna be in.
I don't think we're ever done, but whatever you want to talk
I
about.
think you'd have a much better time talking to Barbara. Talk some more.
Home to dinner.
Okay, so it's no easy task to find a guy who can sing like that. Rocking it.
Bob, you want to take their number? Bob, you want to take their number down? Have them on the show. Get the roller there.